we have to get into it. You understand? Make sure say me drop the donation links first before me start. Alright. I want to invite you guys to go check out the 3 videos that I uploaded this morning. Go check out the video uploads, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. Check out the video upload them. Don't ramp with the video upload them here. Anything video where you see me upload, that means that important, very, very important information that needs to be cataloged, not just like and share the video, guys. As you know, come in, like and share the video. Like and share the video. Pure bangarang. Dr. Alfred Dawes run right out. I say like and share the video. Ives Moody, what's up? Antonio, big up yourself. Antonio, you know something, you need to make you a moderator. You're consistent, you know, you're always there, you know. I make you a moderator. Yeah, man, big up yourself, man. You're always there, my boss. Always there, my boss. Always there. Majority of my life, them are there. I can never work in the health sector in Jamaica. Margaret, talk shoot now, man. Christopher Tufton and Andrew Jones has eroded the reputation. Patrick Russell, big up yourself. Yo, respect, man, respect. Big up the people in Bolo VNR clips and the people in Bolo VNR 2.0. I'm live on both channels. Big up Nightbot. People, please look at Nightbot. Lorenza, big up, big up, big up. Alright? Alright, make we get tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let me turn on my Bluetooth. Turn on my Bluetooth. Bluetooth. So hold on. So this a box here. This a box here never connected. This a box here never connected to my my computer, my phone or so. Go for my computer, yeah, man. Hold on, my people. My phone, I'm not going to use it. Told me I rush to go live. People told me I rush to go live. Me I tell you, say, yo, me do even preset to use my computer to show you the urgency of the situation. Me not pray for use no computer. Antonio, that a code. That is it. Patrick say, bro, me always watching. But me don't know say you watch if you not comment. If you not comment, me don't know say you always watching, you know. That's why when you come in, I not watch you live. When if you say something, man, if you say good evening, you know, blessing something. And if you don't want to silently support me, you have my number. You can link me and say, Bolo, you know me always watch you. See a little blessing at your cash app. See a little blessing at your PayPal. You know them way there? No joke. Like and share the video with your friends, them, isn't it? Yeah. So the thing, man. Those are ways to support, you know what I mean? You can do all of it or you can do some of it, but those are the options. So we can expand the channel and grow. You understand? And get new audiences. And that's it. I'm connect with this now. Yes, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. My goodness, we are here. This is a serious situation. A 14-minute video. I first me I watch a video, you know. Just I couldn't know that, you know. This I'm fresh. You guys are gonna get a fresh reaction from Bolo VNR this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? Delmana Young. Evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the feedback. Hey, let me tell you something. You see, hearing from you guys it's you ever hear this encouragement strengthen labor? It's serious, yeah? So I appreciate that. I appreciate that there's people out there that genuinely appreciate what I do here and love the program. What is happening now? God bless the computer. The devil is a liar. I can't stop this. Be gone, you demon. Hold on. Okay. You just freeze up for me. And it say it a play now. Oh my gosh. My. Me know what to do. And Control Alt Delete. Anytime computer them are going, so just a Control Alt Delete on them. or escape. See there? And I tell you, man. And I tell you, man. You have to know if you work the gadgets them, you know. Hey.
Welcome to the first episode of
Yes.
what promises to be a critical conversation about one of our nation's most vital institutions.
Yes.
I'm Dr. Alfred Dawes, Shadow Minister of Health and Wellness, and a graduate of the University of the West Indies Medical School and a former chief resident in the Department of Surgery at the University Hospital. And over the coming days, we'll be taking you through a disturbing journey, one that exposes how the University Hospital of the West Indies, a beacon of Caribbean healthcare excellence, has been brought to its knees.
Hi, Sonia.
Mismanagement, corruption,
Sharing, what's up?
Betrayal of public trust. The recent revelations in the Auditor General's report are not just numbers on a page. They represent lives affected,
Yes.
resources squandered,
Yes.
and a healthcare system pushed to the brink. Today, let's start at the beginning with the history of this great institution, its regional importance, and the crisis it now faces.
Right.
To understand what we stand to lose, we first must understand what the University Hospital of the West Indies truly represents. In 1945, in the aftermath of World War II, the Committee of Higher Education in the colonies made a transformative recommendation: establish a university in the West Indies. Jamaica was chosen as a site, and critically, it was decided that the first faculty should be that of medicine, as there was a desperate shortage of medical professionals throughout the region. In October 1948, the University College of the West Indies, affiliated with the University of London, opened its doors with its first cohort of medical students. On January 1953, Sir Winston Churchill himself toured the hospital. The message was clear: this was an institution of international significance, deserving of international support. The UHWI is not just another hospital. It is a...
You know, I appreciate this presentation already, because he's giving you, you know, the importance of the institution, right? So he's building it up to show you how it broke down to where we are right now. Margaret said no IV stands. I was in Jamaica last year. The hospitals think the doctor take so long to visit the ward because he was the only one working. Mighty God, this is a long-term issue, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it? Sylvia say, hi, Bolo, watching from UK. Hi, Miss Sylvia. Are you related to Mr. Chambers? Peter Chambers? Don't answer that. Pick up yourself, like and share the video.
First teaching hospital in the entire Caribbean region, and an internationally recognized academic institution. It serves as the premier regional referral center, providing other Caribbean countries with an affordable option for critical services. Okay. When medical students from across the English-speaking Caribbean seek world-class training, this is where they come. Today, the hospital operates 579 beds and is classified...
No, think about that. This is where they would go to get world-class training. And this is what is happening. The skullduggery, the broken down of the institution, performance and reputation, under the Jamaica Labour Party, under Christopher Tufton, under Andrew Honest. Mighty, what you say? I was so upset. Not even toilet paper in the toilet. Jesus of mercy. Oh, remember when the lady, there was a video of a viral video of a nurse telling the lady that she needs to have her own toilet tissue. It's not like the people I'm telling. There was a foreigner that put out a video online that went viral. And the lady was telling her, you have to come with your own paper, miss. And one of the big problems, ladies and gentlemen, with the amenities that some of these hospitals is not getting. It is said from suppliers that the Ministry of Health is started with paying the money where they forget. So them stop sending supplies. Wally Pascal Duggar, ladies. Let's continue.
Type A regional referral hospital, the highest classification. Each year, an estimated 10% of Jamaican population visits the hospital. But beyond Jamaica, UWI's impact radiates throughout the region. It graduates more than 300 healthcare workers annually at the undergraduate level and almost 40 specialists at the graduate level through the Faculty of Medical Sciences. These professionals don't just serve Jamaica. They return to Barbados, Trinidad, Grenada, Belize, Guyana, and every corner of the English-speaking Caribbean to provide medical care in their home countries. This is the institution that made me, as well as my colleagues, be able to serve you. This is what we stand to lose should we continue down this road.
Oh, so it's personal for Mr. Dr. Alfred Dawes. It's personal. He's watching the institution that built him up be eroded and broken down. So you see the drive and passion he has to save the institution, so he can serve other persons that want to ascend into, you know, the excellence of that field. The school, listen, I'm supposed to put out a video. Well, I think I did put out a video. Have I? Did I yet? No. I'm gonna put out a video. There's a school in Andrew Owen's constituency, a basic school, where totally locked down. The last time it was used was when the election happened September 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, why is it that under the Jamaica Labour Party, these types of institutions are being destroyed through lack of action, right? Or just negligence and inaction, and then the skullduggery and the corruption? Why is it? Why is it that infrastructure is not being maintained? Educational infrastructure is not being maintained. I believe that this is being done on purpose. You know? I believe that there's a deeper rooted agenda. You understand? And it's, trust me, it's far reaching. But I digress. Let's continue.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness itself has acknowledged that cases of chronic non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and kidney disease continue to burden the facility, causing chronic overcrowding and ward space problems.
Right.
This isn't a new problem. As far back as 2017, reports warned that the overcrowding at the UHWI could cost the hospital its accreditation to train doctors and nurses.
Like and share the video, guys.
Doctors have written formally to management,
Hi, Monica,
describing working conditions that fall below acceptable standards for a tertiary teaching hospital. They document that doctors currently lack adequate on-call rest facilities and functional beds, furniture, and even refrigerators.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Refrigerators? Bro, do you know how important it is for certain medication to stay cool? Refrigerators, the man have a lack of refrigerators, bro. And the East E has the documentation to prove this, you know? This is not no hearsay business. Alright? Cause you know them love to come about, the propaganda and this is political. The last time I checked, you're a politician, innit? So you're in the business of politics, right? So if you're not doing your job well, it is political. You have failed politically. So I'm tired of hearing people say, you know, I only love politics and every day is politics. Shut up. If you don't want to understand how important politics is, step aside. Don't join the conversation with the foolishness trying to stop the conversation about politics. If you're not interested in how your country is being run, if you're not invested in how the ministries, the institutions of education and health, and also the institutions of security like the police force, and alive in our citizens, if you're not interested in the well-being that those institutions are running properly, sit down and stop. We don't need you in the conversation because you don't care. Until it reaches your house, where your son and your daughter has been cut off by the police wrongfully, right? Until you go to the hospital and all your mother needed was a chair and couldn't get it, right? So she had to lie down on the floor to get resuscitated, and as a result she died because of the nature of the floor and rat around upon it. Until it happened to your child, right, then you'll have outrage. Me now wait till it happen to nobody in my family. I am outraged. It needs to stop. And this is why we're here. Like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen. Donovan, big up.
Facilities and functional beds, furniture, and even refrigerators. They state bluntly, these conditions fall below acceptable standards
of course
for a tertiary teaching hospital. In detailed internal memos, staff outline what they call long-standing infrastructural and supply challenges. Defective and unused beds, over 30 of them on the medical wards alone.
Yo, this man came with his receipts, bro. He got affidavits. Yo, man's got affidavits. Look at this. Closure of medical annex for 17 months. Recurrent shortages of basic stationery. Periodic shortage of essential medications. Inconsistent availability of blood tubes and IV fluids. Inconsistent availability of blood tubes and IV fluids. And they gave this man an award. Andrew Owners had the audacity to give Christopher Tufton an award. They should be awarded with prison term. Donovan said, when I saw Mandeville Hospital today, I cried. Mighty God. People, let me tell you something. You know, my mom said this years ago, and it really was a prophetic word. Stay away from the hospital. My mom said that years ago. Stay away from the hospital. You will go to the hospital with a sprained foot and don't come out alive. Wagwan Lassum, Colleen, big up yourself. Desi, me see you. You will go to the hospital, ladies and gentlemen. Charles, big up. What you say? Oh, so that's why I never see you coming. Goodbye. Have a good day. Mighty God. Look at this person trying to defend the indefensible. Why PMP is so crazy? Man, go sit down. Almost all hospitals are suffering from a shortage of beds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. These are the enemies of the state. These individuals are enemy of progress, are enemy of democracy, are enemy of good governance, are enemy of prosperity, are enemy of good health and good services to the people of Jamaica. Why PMP is so crazy? Man, go sit down. Almost all hospitals are suffering from shortage of beds. Jesus have mercy. There is levels to this. You have the. I'm not gonna play the tape with the something them. Show no what going. Cause them people are mad blowers and skirt people on the app. Okay, no man. I'm glad say me say me love when labor at them come on the page and me have to school them, you know. Zine, a man came out of the hospital, take himself out and say, I have a better chance in my house than in the hospital. Right? You are telling us that, oh, there's a shortage of beds everywhere. Then you not make me point. But what is the gravity? How much beds are short? How much people are there? It short 2 bed? It short 1 bed? Or it short 50 bed? Or 150 bed? Or 200 bed? What is the gravity of the situation? That is the point. Listen to the nurses and the doctors.
Against the system. Nurses assigned to the Accident and Emergency Department at the Cornwall Regional Hospital staged a protest outside the facility on Friday.
They cited a rodent issue and severe overcrowding, Romarda Lyons reports.
Listen to this.
Nobody is supposed to live like that. I don't care anybody wants it. Sit down on chair from yesterday. Right? And they still want me to sit back. I gotta sign myself out.
This man is from St. Vincent. St. Vincent, him used to good hospital care. Vestel Allen said, Bolo, this your sister from another mother. Do not answer them. Look at this. The man is from St. Vincent. The man said, I don't care what nobody wants. You think this man is political? This man is neutral. He's somebody that is expecting to have a proper experience at the hospital. This is a national disgrace. Of course, you must appall Judith. Margaret said our uncle's arm stayed in a chair in a carnival for days.
From yesterday, right? And they still want me to say, but I gotta sign myself out.
A visibly frustrated patient who ran out of patients at Cornwall Regional Hospital Friday morning. The St. Vincent National said the treatment was below par.
I can't live like that. I'm a human being and not a dog.
In the background, similar frustrated cries.
The man said he's a human being and not a dog. The conditions in the... Yo, you have veterinarian hospitals in the United States. And clinics that treat the dogs better than the people in Jamaican hospitals. In many of them. And it's not the nurses' them fault. Many of the times. Didn't you guys hear what Mr. Lambert Brown said on Andre Stevenson's show and on Colin Bell's show? The man mafia work for, because of a shortage of workers, the man mafia work from Friday to Monday, almost straight. They mafia ready anytime they get called. Ready. And they're talking about why PMP is so crazy. Like this is some little small thing. This is not no little small thing. This is a disgrace.
Peer workers ratting out their management over its handling of a rodent.
You know, say brother will do that release up on TV, Jane and normal. Listen to the transition.
Regional Hospital Friday morning. The St. Vincent National said the treatment was below par.
I can't live like that. I'm a human being and not a dog.
In the background, similar frustrated cries. Healthcare workers ratting out their management over its handling of a rodent situation.
Healthcare workers ratting out their management. Mighty God, no more rats. Whoever put this together? On point. Prudence, how you doing, my darling? Oh yes, yes, this one you definitely have to use your phone. You have to use your phone. Like and share the video, guys. Like and share the video.
A sign pointing to the emergency area, but the real emergency was on the outside. Others directing public attention on a long-standing infrastructure problem.
We need a functional hospital! No!
Focus diverted from patients like this one. Lines of workers, as long as those in the hospital, of patients waiting for beds. This is the scene inside. Jamaica has long pushed tourism, but beach chairs in a hospital hallway is a strange phenomenon. The nurses said it doesn't sit well with them.
Beach chairs, ladies and gentlemen. Beach chairs. Beach chair in the hospital hallway because them not have no chair, them have to substitute a beach chair. And people want to tell me that Christopher Tufton should be allowed to remain the Minister of Health. And I know this happening, you know. A long time this happening, you know. Me mean almost $1 trillion is unaccounted for in the healthcare ministry. They don't have proper documentation for them. If you can prove and receipt say you actually go where them say it to go. And you want to come and tell me about every hospital short a bed? No, yo, me I tell you, you see, Uno, me move on here, man. Yo, John Star.
Severe overcrowding.
Jermaine, me I tell you, bro.
Experienced by every patient and relative who visits. And
yes, me have to
this
block them,
happens
man.
despite available ward spaces. The closure of the medical annex for over 17 months and recurrent shortages of basic items such as
Basic.
stationery. There are periodic shortages of essential medications and an inconsistent availability of blood tubes and IV fluids. Critically inadequate supplies of something as simple as betadine contribute to contaminating blood cultures and prolonged admissions due to inadequate antibiotic coverage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is inhumane. I need you guys to sign the MAGNITSKY Act. if you are serious about fighting corruption and human rights violation, this is a human rights violation. This is a human rights violation. If you are serious about fighting human rights violation using legal means, I need you guys to sign the Magnitsky Act, ladies and gentlemen. Some might say, what is the Magnitsky Act? Like I said, it is a petition. It's an actual act that can be used to fight corruption in Jamaica and human rights violations. Like up the live, share up the live. This is serious. I'm going to drop the link in Bolo VNR clips. Dezine, I'm going to send you the act on WhatsApp. Right? Prudence, I'm going to send it to you guys. Can paste it in the chat periodically. Alright? All of my moderators, them, you know, we need to make a group for you. Need to make a group for my moderator them specifically. Because sometimes we need to send them stuff like this for no blast in the chat. Guys, I need you to sign the Magnitsky Act. We need 10,000 signatures. 10,000. We are almost at 4,000. And it's been a while since Mr. Will Rattigan, you know, put it out there. So I'm gonna make it a concerted effort. We can't just be talking. We cannot. I sent it to the two of you a while ago. We cannot just be talking, guys. We have to act. So the Magnitsky Act is a way to act. So we can change this. This is inhumane. The healthcare system has been consistently operated in this manner. It's not yesterday. You understand? It's not yesterday. It's not yesterday, guys.
And injector syringes in the radiology department affecting the ability to get CAT scans. Consultants themselves
Go back.
in the radiology department.
Shortage of contrast and injector syringes in the radiology department. Jesus have mercy, Father God, take the case. Oh, these are all testimonies from the nurse them and so in the hospital, you know. An investigation the man got, you know. There's a document that the man post on the screen, you know. A listing of things, you know, that is wrong in that. Yo, Jano, bro. No, I have to go back. I have to go back. This is crazy.
For a tertiary teaching hospital. In detailed internal memos, staff outline what they call long-standing infrastructural and supply challenges. Defective and unused beds, over 30 of them on the medical wards alone. Severe overcrowding in the emergency department, experienced by every patient and relative who visits. And this happens despite available ward spaces. The closure of the medical annex for over 17 months and recurrent shortages of basic items such as stationery. There are periodic shortages of essential medications and an inconsistent availability of blood tubes and IV fluids. Critically inadequate supplies of something as simple as betadine contribute to contaminating blood cultures and prolonged admissions due to inadequate antibiotic coverage. There are shortages of contrast and injector syringes in the radiology department, affecting the ability to get CAT scans. Consultants themselves have raised serious concerns about procurement priorities, writing, "Despite the lack of basic equipment and supplies, there seems to be a strong motivation by the hospital management to procure items that have not been requested by senior medical staff."
Backside. Here comes the skullduggery, ladies and gentlemen. Despite the lack of basic equipment and supplies, there seems to be a strong motivation by hospital management to procure items that have not been requested by senior medical staff. Jesus, them figure prison. Them figure prison. Them figure prison. Because anybody that dies because of a lack of those equipment not being there, is the blood is on their shoulder. Them figure prison. A thief the money. No two ways about it. Oh, me as a senior staff to tell you, say, yo, we need this and not that we want, you know. We need this and this, you know. You talk about healthcare, you know. You talk about people's life, you know, and well-being, you know. And the man said, Jesus, yo, bro. Bro, may I tell you, say, this area, God have to take action. God have to take action in this area, bro. This is too much. This is too much, bro. So the man them a buy what they want to buy. No wonder a friend and company business. So the auditor general report a friend and company business. Buying things to company where company want. So they can't escape tax. A friend and company. Listen to me. I don't business nobody wants to say. You see anybody within a management, them need to be fired now. Fired. And then Mocha, the fraud squad and everybody need for some deeper investigation and lock up who for lock up. You heard what I said? And if the minister of health get lock up, lock him up too. Nobody not exempt from justice and law. If Christopher Tufton is involved in these type of things, right? Indirectly or directly, especially directly, if he get locked up, no apology. How in the hell the people ever need basic equipment and supplies? Need. And then management goes to Babs and buy what they feel like to buy. What does that do for the patient? Mighty God of that, no man.
Despite the lack of basic equipment and supplies, there seems to be a strong motivation by the hospital management to procure items that have not been requested by senior medical staff. They describe expensive imaging equipment purchased or leased without the requisite plans for regular maintenance. And note that even when equipment...
Jesus have mercy. Make me calm down. Why me I tell you it's hard to calm down right now. Woo! Many of these items are very expensive, such as imaging equipment that are purchased or leased without the requisite plan for regular maintenance. Expensive equipment, you know. No requisite plan, you know, for maintenance, you know. So when that mash up, what am I going to do? Buy one next one with our tax dollars. When we need other equipment, what we not get? I think God of Daniel. Wow, this is too much. I'm not telling a lie. This is too much.
Strong motivation by the hospital management to procure items that have not been requested by senior medical staff. They describe expensive imaging equipment purchased or leased without the requisite plans for regular maintenance. And note that even when equipment exists, restricted access to portable x-rays and insufficient access to C-arms in the operating suite is not being facilitated in an equitable manner. Meanwhile,
so they are being refused the regular.
They report that work is being exist without the requisite plans for regular maintenance. And note that even when equipment exists, restricted access to portable x-rays and insufficient access to C-arms in the operating...
Limited access to portable x-rays? Limited access? Who is limiting the access? Who is limiting the access, ladies and gentlemen?
Suite is not being facilitated in an equitable manner. Meanwhile, they report that our work is being hampered by a lack of basic items such as air conditioning within the main operating theater, defibrillators, and the provision of basic gases.
Ladies and gentlemen, you remember when the doctor came out here to give his humanitarian services for expensive surgery, and there was no AC in the hospital, and it limited his reach of who he could have helped. There was a young little girl, I believe, that had, was it what it was? Serious? How it go? May I go find it?
They add that frequent calls by the consultants are largely being ignored. On accountability, consultants raise the alarm that UHW...
Hold on there. So, the consultant, I call them frequently. the consultant that is the expert, calling them frequently, and them not listen to the consultant, them ignore the consultant, no, them forgot prison. People them forgot prison. Me say, all good thing are going to satisfy me. And apart from God's judgment, me talk about earthly judgment. Them forgot prison. Them for rub out some serious prison time. And I believe the weight of the judgment of the prison term, they should examine how many people suffered from these lack of action, losing them life, them pitney, them parents, them mother, and the government needs to be sued, and the individuals need to be sued. They restrict them from everything they own. Because if they're benefiting from this, and I fill up their friend pocket while the people of Jamaica are suffering in the hospitals, them, no man, no, God have to intervene, man. No. God have to intervene.
Is a fee collecting entity for
Father,
radiology
God,
services
intervene.
and pharmacy retail.
We are calling for
Yet
you
no
to
definite
intervene.
accounts with respect to hospital income from these activities seem to be forthcoming. Only rough estimates seem to be provided in
This can't work.
is not being facilitated in an equitable manner. Meanwhile, they report that our work is being hampered by a lack of basic items such as air conditioning within the main operating theatre, defibrillators, and the provision of basic gases. They add that frequent calls by the consultants are largely being ignored. On accountability, consultants raise the alarm that UHWI is a fee-collecting entity for radiology services and pharmacy retail. Yet, no definite accounts with respect to hospital income from these activities seem to be forthcoming. Only rough estimates seem to be provided in reports by the hospital management, despite the presence of a billing office and an accounting department at the hospital.
Where's about rough estimate? Wait. Mighty God.
Accounts with respect to hospital income from these activities seem to be forthcoming. On accountability, consultants raise the alarm that UHWI is a fee-collecting entity for radiology services and pharmacy retail. Yet, no definite accounts with respect to hospital income from these activities seem to be.
So where the money I go? UHWI, where is the money for the radiology services and the pharmacy retail? Where's the money? Guys, do you know how much money you know how much money for you use radiology? Yo, listen to me, man. Medicine, yo, brother. Where the money? You know something? Me and them a talk about 4-term loading, you know. And then I know say this a term, a prison term loading, you know. Then I know say this a term, a prison term. Junior King. God protect. Them don't know say this a term, a prison term loading. You hear them a talk about 3rd term loading. Then they know our 4th term loading. Is a prison term them a get, you know. Prison. Me can't believe this, bro. This is worse than what me think. Radiology services and pharmacy retail, and them not have no accounts, no definitive accounts with respect to the hospital income from these activities. Is similar to no procurement, right? It's similar to no procurement document, right? Is the same thieving method being used, ladies and gentlemen, for rob up the money. We can't call it for nothing else than what it is. A thief in a go on, you know? And not even like normal thieving. You are robbed from the healthcare sector, you know? Which means that people are suffering in a pain in a hospital, you know? Because of lack of equipment, you know, more than what they suffer, you know. People are dying, you know. Children are dying, you know. Mighty God. No.
Only rough estimates seem to be provided in reports by the hospital management, despite the presence of a billing office and an accounting department at the hospital. They wrote, this raises questions regarding the financial and accounting practices of the hospital. Consultants also requested basic transparency. The consultants wish to have further information regarding what the procurement process entails.
Hey!
For example, who are the persons responsible for generating the needs list that guide the procurement process? Information is required regarding whether members of staff, such as the consultants, have any say in what items are required and hence ordered. Are the procurement documents available as public records, past and present? Regarding clinic space, staff documented that there is a persistent shortage of functional clinic spaces at least 3 days per week. Several clinic cubicles are non-functional and some also lack working computers. With the recent addition of structural cardiology and stroke clinics, existing clinic space is no longer adequate to effectively accommodate patient volumes. The Department of Medicine residents stated, "We must state clearly that it is unreasonable and unsafe to expect staff to continue under these conditions for another month." These are not the words of politicians. These are the words of the people on the ground, consultants, residents, and interns, documenting in black and white how failing infrastructure and ignored complaints are putting patients and staff at risk.
Yo, you see this? You see this? They can't go around this, you know. This is how them can't go around, you know. One TMF. They can't go around this, you know. Them can't go around this, brother.
Oh, Jesus.
This bigger than them. These are the doctors and the nurses and the consultants speaking. This is a broad-based, high-profile level of corruption, you know. That is being exposed, you know. Wow. Mighty God. Before we go further, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you of the gravity of the situation that we're facing, and how long ago we have been getting the signs, and all these signs were played down by Christopher Tufton. No, you know, listen, you know, let's calm down. You know, yes, we have an issue, but you know, we are dealing with it, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? And anybody that don't remember when they tried to unalive and poison Mr. Dr. Alfred Dawes, trust me, I have the clip. Please pray for him here. Me never see so much corruption in it neither. Bad toy. Never. I was never a fan of corruption from day one. That's why I never used to support none of the party them, because you always say, you know, PMP in a power, and the same way when I hear about PMP in a scandal, and I never used to really research the stuff them. Me only hear say them in a scandal and I say, right, it could. You know what I mean? They used to hear about light bulb scandal and one bag of something. And the JLP used to do a great job to magnify those things. And now that their corruption is being magnified, the man they want to shut down social media, they hear them chat off their mouth. Me say if they could have shut down social media, they shut it down. It is a damn disgrace. I mean, also some things are going to change this year prophetically, so watch out. Me I make sure put out my voice from now, you know. Before they silence social media, you know. Me I make sure put out my voice from now. I want to put on record where I stand. Anybody that is in corruption, whether JLP or PMP, they must go. Ladies and gentlemen, they must be removed immediately. We cannot take another week of corruption in Jamaica. So any corrupt parties have to be removed. That is the message. Right?
Yes, I want to ask.
Come on for me, teacher. No, if me I look for the doctor. The surgeon. I'm sure I put it in here somewhere. Oh my God. Where is it? Is it this? No, that's not the one. There was a doctor that came down here to do surgery for the kids. And may I tell you, say, man, it look like me never saved it. Beyond the headlines, blah blah. Look like me never saved it. I go find it back there.
This is where we arrive at the heart of the crisis. It's not just that UHWI needs more resources, it's that the resources that have been allocated are not being used properly, transparently, or in the best interest of patients and the institution. The Auditor General has now confirmed what staff have been saying. The performance audit found that UHWI could not produce procurement documentation for 51 contracts valued at $521 million, making it impossible to verify whether the hospital got value for money or complied with the law. The same report exposed the misuse of the hospital's tax-exempt status to import goods for private entities, depriving the state of millions of dollars in revenue. So while doctors are begging for basic supplies, functioning beds, defibrillators to save lives, and safe spaces to rest, hundreds of millions of dollars are flowing through a system that cannot even produce the paperwork to show what was bought, from whom, and why. When a hospital designed for 579 beds is admitting 120 to 150 emergency patients per day, what does that look like? It looks like patients lying on trolleys in hallways, family members standing for hours because there are no chairs, nurses trying to monitor multiple critically ill patients simultaneously because the wards are overflowing, and doctors making impossible decisions about who gets the limited ICU beds available and who they must let die. The UHWI does not exist in isolation. It's a part of the University of the West Indies, which serves 18 English-speaking countries and territories in the Caribbean. UWI is consistently ranked among the top universities in the developing world, and its medical faculties are central to training the region's healthcare workforce. When UHWI struggles, when it loses credibility to procurement scandals and governance failures, it doesn't just affect Jamaica. It affects the reputation of UWI. It affects the ability of Caribbean medical graduates to secure residency positions internationally. It affects the willingness of international partners to collaborate on research. It affects everything. When this institution is compromised by corruption and mismanagement, every country in the Caribbean suffers. You cannot restore public trust with more press releases, panels with obscure terms of references, and ribbon-cutting ceremonies. You need systemic reform. Today, we stand at a crossroads. On one path lies continued decline, an institution that slowly loses its regional accreditation, its ability to attract top faculty, its capacity to provide world-class care, an institution that becomes known not for its medical breakthroughs, but for its procurement scandals, where the brightest Caribbean minds choose to train elsewhere because they've lost faith in its future. On the other path lies renewal, but only if we demand accountability, transparency, and fundamental reform. Only if we insist that those responsible for the failures detailed in the Auditor General's report face consequences. Over the coming days, we'll dive deeper into each aspect of this crisis. In the upcoming episodes, we'll examine the HR crisis, staff complaints, controversial transfers, shortages in critical departments, and what it all means for patient care. In subsequent episodes, we'll explain exactly how procurement fraud works, who benefits, and why it is so hard to detect. We'll trace the networks of influence that have allowed this to happen. We'll provide a detailed analysis of the Auditor General's findings, and ultimately, we'll present a roadmap for saving the UHWI. I'm Dr. Alfred Dawes. Thank you for watching.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, and remember this.
ACs weren't working. There's some amazing people here at this hospital. The doctors, the nurses, the physicians, the residents, and take great care of these kids. But there are some clear infrastructure issues here. Okay, I've been coming here for 20 years. There's some very clear infrastructure issues that need to be solved. This is the only children's hospital currently on the hospital in the island. We're probably the most technologically advanced Caribbean island in healthcare wise. We have to be the gold standard. Our hospitals have to be the gold standard, but these need to be addressed and fixed, and the money needs to go into helping these children.
The man could not donate his $1 million time to help and fix.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see this video, Senator Lambert exposes Christopher Tufton. I released it 7 days ago. Alright, you can go watch that video. Alright, this is the reality, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to find the original video when that man, that gentleman was interviewed when the 11-year-old was denied surgery. And I want you to listen to something else that another doctor spoke about in this report right here.
For Tufton about the malfunctioning ACU.
Tufton comments anger doctors at the Bustamante Hospital. Alright, listen to this.
Units in the operating rooms. The minister pointed to poor maintenance of the infrastructure by the hospital's administrators for some of the recurring problems. According to Dr. Blake, that's not the case. He referred us to a plan put in place back in April to fix the AC units in all operating rooms. He said if that plan was allowed to go ahead, problems with the AC units would be non-existent.
And that plan was to have been funded by the Chase Fund. The administration of the hospital was well involved in this, and when they sent to the ministry to get permission was denied. And the minister needs to also address the reasons why the permission was denied to go ahead with the plans earlier this year to fix the hospital.
You hear that? This was probably a couple years ago. Permission was denied, bro. Everything, the final of everything with the healthcare sector is the Minister of Health. And the ultimate final is Andrew Holness. Because any failed minister or ministry, it affects his legacy. As a leader, you're supposed to delegate. If you, as a leader, see an individual, right? You're running a company, and in that department, efficiency is lacking, and it's costing you not just money, but customers and confidence from your customers. What do you do with the manager? You fire the manager. Why is it that Andrew Holness, one, either refuse to fire Christopher Tufton or cannot fire Christopher Tufton? Why is it? Our secret Christopher Tufton and Andrew Holness? Or is it that birds of a feather flock together? These are legitimate questions. Because for the life of me, I can't say, oh, 24 babies died in 25 days at Jubilee Hospital, premature as it is. It don't matter. How did Christopher Tufton survive not being fired after that? How? Oh, because there was an election coming up soon. Because JLP lacked talent. Them not have nobody else to replace Christopher Tufton. So them stick with the evil what them know. The same thing when them tell the Jamaican people them to do election day. You know remember when Tufton said? Not Tufton, Warmington said. The people them lock on the ear and vote for George, right? You know remember? You see, ladies and gentlemen, I go talk more about this and I get more into it, you know. You see, ultimately, it all boils down to how serious are you, the individuals watching me right now? How serious are your family in affecting the change that we want to see? Will you sign the MAGNITSKY Act? Will you share it with all of your family members and demand they take 2 minutes out of their day and do the same so we can reach the 10,000 threshold? So we can activate this act against the government of Jamaica with all the plethora of evidence of human rights violations in Jamaica. Corruption in Jamaica. Not just the healthcare system. When are we going to get serious? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. I have been waiting for this all day, you know. I have been waiting to hear from Mr. Dr. Alfred Dawes. And listen, I never expected what I'm hearing. These are signed testimonies from staff members, senior staff members, and consultants. Are the people them attack? Not PMP. Listen to me. Almost 70% of Jamaicans don't vote. What that tell you is that almost 70% of Jamaicans don't have any confidence in either government. And they don't want to be a part of the politics. As stupid as it is, I was one of them once. And I understand. I get it. It's the easy way out. Because standing on either side, especially on the wrong side, which is the JLP, is gruesome. For them on that side, it's even more gruesome to stand on the side of right. Which right now is the PMP. Because, you know, you guys are not ready for the UIC. I don't know. You know, you guys are just not ready for a third party in Jamaica. You have been so acclimated to a two-party system. That's a whole other conversation. But I am open to anybody that is right for the job is what that's who I want for the job. And as it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen, we blundered on September 3rd. But it was supposed to happen. Because you see, all of this has to come out. The whole entire empire is falling. And they're pretending that it's a... I was listening to a documentary about the giants in the days of Noah. It's funny how the Bible talks about so it is in the days of Noah, so it shall be in the end. That documentary really made the scripture come alive. Because the giants were so arrogant. They laughed at Noah. They mocked him. They sat around Noah's ark, drank, smoked, did everything in a sin, and mock God. Even when the rain start fall, some people start get, you know, shifty. And the giant them I said, "Cho, I just look rain that man. I just look them all when I tell Noah, say if rain come, brother, we swim and rise above that." Yo, the man them did arrogant. And it's all because of sin, because what? The children of God slept with the children of Satan. The bloodline of Satan. And that's why the giant then come about. And their women were so beautiful. So one of them seduced one of the man them one night. And he come back and I tell everybody, listen man, you gotta get this. You missing out, dog. And one man there said, no. Remember the fear of God. Remember the fear of God. We cannot do this. What are you talking about? But of course, normally like everything else, it's only a few that will hold discipline. Noah get a vision, and Noah telling his son them. Noah go so Bobs and start work same time. The man say, "Me know so not gonna believe me. Me know so not gonna laugh. But mighty God, trust me. I feel sorry for you." And Noah continue to do his work. And when then they laugh off and Noah knock and a Billy Ark and his son then there with them. And the woman then try to temper his son them and know so them have a wife. Because their belief is that if you have multiple women, right? Of orgies and stuff like that. Sinful actions. I say when I listen to the story last night, I say, yo. I say, yo, this really... I saw the giant then when I go on, brother. I saw the people then when I go on. You see when the flood come and the water start take them and people start dead. And people start dead and woman start dead and man start dead. They hear them a ball out and I come and door about Noah, let us in. Let us in. I when the animal then when I walk, come to the ark. And that was such a strange phenomenon. You talk about wolf and lion and everything. And the giant they see, the giant they wound it. But the man should look and say, yo, brother, this is not normal, you know? Noah onto something, you know? All the animals that just walk in the ark, so. In a drones and now attack them one another. And they not, the lion not kill Food, because them they are food for lion. Everything is a food for lion, you know. And the lion then there with everything and nobody now cuss, nobody now fight. Nobody, them just obey God. The animal just obey God and go in and act. That I did soon before the flood started, you know. You see, as Noah done, box cover, you know his story. A God lucky door. Rain start fall, ladies and gentlemen. Up until the point when rain start fall, them a mock no wine. The man them a say, yo, you want some wine? Hey man say, when the rain don't fall, I can't some wine for we celebrate when we survive this way I talk about. The man them a say, where is your God? And I same thing happen right now. In this time, exact same thing happen right now. The disaster is pending. And the people must say, where is your God? I have to prove that first before we believe that. So we there so. And you know me hear one expression say on social media. The man say, and the man Christian, you know. I talk about strong Christian brother. Powerful on the media. The man say, we have been tricked by grace. And you know, I always said, if God was like man, and just start strike down people when they sin, rip him one lightning bolt on his spot, other man would see and quiver in a fear and follow the right thing. But because God choose to operate in love and grace, and not be quick to wrath, we think so we're safe with God. We feel like so we can test God. We feel like so we can violate God. That's why the Bible says, wisdom come, start with the fear of God. The man them, in another time, you know, whenever they turn to sin, you know, that was already serving God, you know, maintain serving God, you know. And the fear of God, you know. It's not that the man them never have desire for the woman them, you know. The man fear of God outweigh the desire for the woman them. The man them fear of God far outweighed the desire of the flesh of the woman them. And I saw them get saved from being, you know, exterminated. And you see what going on right now with Andrew and the government? Them no fear God, you know. Them no fear God. Then all them fear God, and the apostle tell them say, for do 3 days fasting and prayer and repentance and mourning, and then do 2, Babsy Grange and Andrew Honest. They no fear God. So you see anything happen to them, you no surprise, you know. Me see one something there, when him Mr. Orange can come out and say him good, you know. And it's propaganda. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The JLP media machine is very skillful. They are the same ones putting out the fake news we react to it and see how we are going to react. When they know say nothing no go so. You understand? And them same one put it out. Them same one put it out. And it's a distraction. It is a distraction. Here? It is a distraction. So don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. Only thing you have to keep your eye on. And then I tell you now, this is my mother. The Lord in our vision 2 nights ago. Natural disaster. Natural disaster. Natural disaster. Don't know what type of natural disaster, but it is definitely aligned with all of the prophecy them where I come now. From the year before last. Natural disaster. Well, me don't know about Uno, but you have to genuinely work on yourself. And if you not genuinely work on yourself, God I gonna know. What go under it? If you not genuinely work on yourself, God I gonna know. If you are spitting a God face, him know. You can't spit in a God face and tell him say it again. You can't trick God. Them a man have fear in a man. I fear them, you know. Christopher Tufton and Jonas, you know. Fear and him brother, you know. Two of them are wicked. None of them are different from the next. Me people are talking about who are going to take over JLP if Andrew was supposed to leave. And people are saying Christopher Tufton align himself politically. He's a wicked too. He's a wicked. Let's not forget market me, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Spunani. Remember, say all of that happen with our tax dollars. When our health sector is in the condition that it's in. Millions of dollars. Friend and company business. Party shop government. Banana Republic. Banana Republic. Absolutely terrible, man. The condition that we're in. Huh? What that? Yeah, man, but me never really go in the when in conclusion. Me never really go in depth in conclusion. Me go live again tomorrow morning and go more in depth. Just go and pray direct. Just go and pray. When them call it push, pray until something happens. Peaceful prayer, peaceful persistent prayer, and repentance. That's all. Peaceful persistent protest and prayer. Peaceful persistent protest in prayer. Peaceful persistent protest in prayer. Pray until something happens. Push. You understand? Push. Yeah, man. But Mr. Dawes drop a thing late, man. I think say when I drop it about 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. I'm the one go live run from the 4 and you know. I'm there wait because I say I not go live about nothing else today, you know. A Dr. Dawes alone, I want to hear what really are going on. You see me I deal with? And the worst I want me think, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, Raymond, you late. Look like you watch the show from behind. So which Patrick Russell that? My live on 2 platforms, you know. So, people comment over here, so. And people comment over, oh, right, it's Florence, Anne-Marie, what's up? Just I see them comments here, you know. Patrick Russell there over here, so. Yeah. Yeah, man, him need to go. And we as the people need to demand it. Martha Foundation in the building. Yeah, man, very good job by Dr. Dawes indeed. You was trying to sign up. Oh, you sign up now. Okay, Florence, you figure it out. Guys, do not donate to Wagwan Karen. Do not donate to the Magnitsky Act. And please, Prudence, if you're still here, drop the Magnitsky Act one more time in the chat. For those who don't sign it yet. Donna, sorry, Donna. Sorry, Donna. Sorry about that. I mean no disrespect. Alright. Ryan Campbell, what's up, my bro? Salute to you, man. Prudence is over here. Yeah, I've never seen PMP involved in this level of corruption. Never seen it. Hi, Crystal. You just signed it and share it. And Crystal, for all those who have signed it already like yourself, I am begging you. Outside of praying and connecting with God, let it be your second chore. Send out the MAGNITSKY app. Share it every day with somebody else. And explain to them, we need 10,000 signatures. It's very important. Yes, God gave us the freedom of choice. Denica, how you doing? Big up yourself, Miss Lindsay. Vernal Green. Vernal Green said Finsack. Vernal Green, you're clearly a Labourite. I have one question for you. Why is it, and Randall, big up yourself in Randall, why is it that if the PMP is guilty in the Finsack thing, why the JLP don't put out the information? Why they have that report, the Kroll report and the other reports locked off from the public after we paid millions of dollars to get the report? That's the only question I have for you. If you can answer that to me sensibly, or if you can answer that for yourself, you're going to figure out who is the real corrupt ones. It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple, my people. They do not want to put out that report because Dana Whittaker, your name Dana Whittaker upon this. I don't see Dorrit. I don't see Dorrit. So I never put out, I never say your name wrong. Check your name. It says at Dana Whittaker. It never said Dorrit Elliott. It never said Dorrit Elliott. I don't know which account I use. I never know say Dana Whittaker is Dorrit Elliott. I never know that. Let me just drop this in the comment section real quick. The MAGNITSKY app. I'm going to see none of my moderator then drop it yet. So over Bolo VNR clips, that is it. I just dropped it twice. You guys can see it right there. And then make me go to Bolo VNR 2.0. Oh, Dana is a cousin. Oh, it's one there. Oh, you're not sure how? Oh, all right. So Prudence, let me show you. Look at the screen. So you see on your phone when you get the message. Oh Lord. Okay. Oh man, this is very damn. All right, there we go. So you just hold on your finger upon the message like this. Right? You hold on your finger, you see it come up there, so we say copy the link. And then you press copy the link. So when you press copy the link now, the link is copied. And then you press on the phone again, where you would write. You see it's a paste. But only thing you're going to do that in the comment section. You're going to do that in the comment section of the video right here, see? So this is how you would paste it. You can tap it like that. Oh my God. And then see it here right here. So most of the time when you just copy it, it's going to be right there. And then you can just send it off. But normally, you can do this. You hold it down like this. And you can go say paste right there, so. When you hold on the cursor. Yeah. And then you just paste it. So that's how you copy and paste. And in your phone, in your keyboard, for most keyboard, there's something called a clipboard. So all of the stuff that you copied, you can go here, so press that, and you see clipboard. You press clipboard, all of the stuff that you copy, and you can pin some of them and save them. And that helps people that are, what do I call it now? Moderators. It helps moderators. Understand? Yeah. But no man. Andre come out tonight. That suit they bad. Me not lie. Yeah man, the African guy up on the side is tough. You start watching it? Yeah man, it's bad man. People, me not lie. When I go check out Andre, me I'll find out. What's that?
And she will be at She Breaks.
That suit is bad, I like. Me like the color. It have a earthly, rich color to it, African type of vibe, energy. It bad. It turn up. No joke about it. You want the suit bad man. People later here, as I said tomorrow morning, again, Zine. And if not tomorrow morning, I might all go live tonight. So if you're not up, link up. Courtney, big up yourself. Look at me. Like the video before.